Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Wearing a little Princeton swag today. Got this when I went to go visit Edgar, toured his facility for the Bach. Oh, on the Bach note, real quick, as you probably know if you're a longtime subscriber, I represent the Bach by Theoretic Applied Physics, revolutionary product to really give you, for the first time ever, true stereo in your room. Eliminates the crosstalk that no matter how expensive your speakers are, you're getting crosstalk. So you may like it, okay? If you still like crosstalk after chewing it, okay, so be it. But this will remove the crosstalk and truly revolutionize how you listen to your stereo. But on that front, the Absolute Sound was one of the first to acknowledge them and give them awards. They just gave them another award, Best Preamp and DAC over, in that category of Best Preamps and DACs over $10,000. And just to give you a little behind the scenes, because I've now sold quite a few and talked to customers and Edgar, one of the common themes is people want to add the Bach, but they don't want to get rid of, at least initially, their DAC or preamp combo that they're used to and they really like. Fair enough. You can use the Bach with those. You can just add it into the chain. But usually what happens, and to date, 100% of the time, Edgar and I talk to the person and say, we'll send you the one that includes the DAC and the preamp, of course. And you can A/B it to your existing DAC, no matter how much it costs. And then you tell us whether you want to keep that one with the DAC or the one without the DAC and use the existing DAC. None of them have come back. And a lot of people have since sold their esoteric, total DACs. I mean, really high-end DACs when they can now A/B it directly. And they save on cables, extra power cord, all these things now contained in one box, plus the crosstalk cancellation on top of that. So just on the metrics of being a DAC and preamp alone, you know, in that over $30,000 ballpark, you're getting superior product. But when you add in the crosstalk, totally different stratosphere of performance. So just wanted to give a shout out there to Edgar. I'll be having more from that Zoom interview. I'm so far behind in videos. And so that comes to the topic of today, which is I'm trying to combine two videos to hurry up and get caught up. So one thing I wanted to do in this video is give you music clips from the Linkwitz follow-up I did at Michael's recently. So if you wanted to go just to those music clips of the Linkwitz, I'll put a chapter, go ahead and jump ahead. What I wanted to do with this first half is kind of get you guys up to speed on a couple things and get your opinions. Now, I have a membership section where I always interact with them and try to get their opinions. This is part of the video is going to give you a taste of what it's like in the membership section, at least on one respect. Again, if you're not familiar, I have a membership section in YouTube. Once you subscribe, then there's an option that says join. If you join, it's about roughly $5 a month, a cup of coffee a month. You'll get access to a bunch of videos that I don't release to the public. Like just with CDI, I talked about some scuttlebutt I found out in one brand in particular, 70% margins that a lot of people don't know. And again, stuff I don't want to put out in the public sphere, but for members, great perk. You also get access to my WhatsApp group where we talk about stuff behind the scenes, even drama. There's one video I'm going to be coming out. This will go public. Another brand I have to call out. This is one of the worst brands I've ever come across. And I had a video in the membership section calling them out before. Never made it public, but now they have done even worse stuff. Be on the lookout for this video. But we're already talking about it. I already have some videos in the membership section. And again, helping one of my subscribers who became a member and he said, look, I'm not getting any satisfaction here. Can you help me with this? And look, if I can verify everything that's going on, and I also have seen problems with that same company myself firsthand, yeah, you better believe I'm willing to help somebody out, especially supporters of mine. So again, that's another perk of being in the membership section. But another thing we do is, I also have experts like Steve McCormick, Rex the Electrician, guys from 3MA. You get access to sometimes deals before they go public. You get special discounts when they offer it to my members. And then even one, Jerry, through networking through my membership group and connections, we were able to get him where he's now a home dealer for IO Designs. If you want to listen to IO Designs, he's one of my members, let me know, or I can put you in contact with him. You can go audition right now. The IO Designs open baffle that I mentioned is one of my favorite open baffle, if not favorite. You can go, if you're in the LA area, you can, I think it's closer to Palm Springs. But in any case, let me know if you're interested in that. Now, the other thing is kind of getting my members' opinions on different stuff with the channel. And one thing I've neglected over time is intro, logos, all that stuff, because it's more important, in my opinion. And I even have a company that helps people with website, SEO, and all this kind of stuff. What people don't realize with social media is they go for these public metrics like likes, subscribes, all these kind of things that make public metrics, and they are important in some respects, but they do it at the sacrifice of their reputation. They'll, beg for likes in the middle of a video, which is, for me, a total no-no. I'll put it at the end of the video, but imagine Michael Jordan in the middle of the game stopping and telling the crowd, applaud for me, give me a thumbs up. It's just, it creates it corrupts also whether you can believe in likes or not. You never can use that as a metric anymore because you don't know, oh, did I ask 5 times for a like in this video versus this video? That metric becomes meaningless to you as a content creator. So I haven't really put a lot into that. Intros I didn't put a lot into because, number one, I thought my intro was pretty damn good. I started out, I made it myself, and it was fine. But I always remembered, I'll tell you a little backstory. When I was starting my channel, it was very primitive. I didn't even have an intro, really. But I was watching one of these home theater YouTubers, big channel, probably 50 to 100,000, I can't remember. And it wasn't Youthman, but it was the same type of channel like that. And he was like making fun of new YouTubers and especially audiophile YouTubers. Now, I know he wasn't calling me out particularly because I was too small for him to even know about it. But passive aggressively, it was geared towards what I thought me as well. It was that he's like, oh, all these audiophiles just come up with these Me Too YouTube channels and they don't spend any time on visuals and graphics and editing. And, they call themselves audiophiles. Why don't they spend time on that? And I'm like, well, because we're audiophiles. We're not video editors. We're not here making a movie. But then I was saying as well, you don't even know what you're talking about half of your videos. So why don't you spend some of the time understanding what you're talking about instead of making these fluffy intros and all this fun stuff? I said, wait till I get to 10,000 subscribers or something. I'll show them what I can do. I'll make a good intro at some point. So I made 10,000 subscribers a while back, but I just still was happy with my intro. Didn't really want to do anything. But then when I went to Cedia, I finally heard a song that gave me inspiration that was better than my intro song and something that I could really get inspired to make an intro around. So I decided to do it myself, and I made an intro that you've seen in a prior video. I made 2 versions, a long form and a short form. The long form has actually some of the lyrics from the Beastie Boys, which I think actually are applicable to an intro. They're kind of cool. So I'm going to play that one because I want your guys' opinion on which one you think was best. I might use them all at some point or randomly choose them. But let me know what you think of the long form one first. I'm going to play that for you.
You tell me to smile. You stick around and go with your wow. Got no beat on what you've been down. Maybe it's because I'm so versatile. Style, profile. I said it always brings me back when I hear ooh child. From the Hudson River out to the Nile. I'm from the marathon to the very last mile. But if you battle me, I will be found.
Okay. Now, granted, I like the lyrics, but it is kind of long, so there's a trade-off in that one. So what I did was I remixed a shorter form one with no lyrics and a little more brevity that I think would suit the intro of more videos. So let's take a look at that one real quick. Okay, then I decided to collaborate with somebody that's much more experienced and skilled than myself on creating something that inspired me. I've always wanted to create a set of Marvel of audiophile Avengers. And I've kind of assembled a team like that, if you've seen in my videos, with JR, Steve McCormick, Edgar. If you see the experts that I bring, Charles Kiermoose, if it's Record Clean, the experts that I bring on the channel, everybody from Stavros, Danos, the kind of experts that I have in different areas are kind of my own little audiophile Avengers team. So I used that for inspiration, and I had this guy create an intro for me based on the actual Marvel intro for their movies. Now, what I did was I gave him a ton of clips, and just gave him that inspiration. And he came up with something, and I'll play it right now. But I won't play it with the music because he used the actual Marvel entrance music. So I don't want to get in trouble with that because I don't think that that would last long copyright-wise. But I'll play what he came up with. Okay, so once I got that back, I was like, this is cool, but I want to use the Beastie Boys remix of Intergalactic as it. So I took it, I detached his audio, and then I put that music in it, and then I sped it up, at different points to kind of go along with the music. But the other thing I noticed when I watched his video, I gave him all these clips, and non-coincidentally, he chose all these ones with hot girls in it, whether it was Angela or Stephanie or my Halloween picks with different girls or whatever, contest and stuff. He picked all of them. I'm like, I'm an audiophile. Where's the audiophile stuff? You picked all the stuff in my videos that was just girls. So I gave him like pics of MBL Extremes, Estalon Extremes, Aries Serrata Aurora, and then I gave him even Acapella Spherons. I said, let's get these in the thing and not just all girls, So he redid it for me, and then I synced it to the music that I wanted to use, sped it up in different points. So this is what I came up with. Take a look at this. Okay, so I really like it, but you tell me of the three which ones you like. And again, so far I uploaded them to YouTube as a test to see if any of them break any kind of copyright, and they don't. Here's what's also funny. On top of this guy picking all the girl picks, I uploaded these as a test, unlisted. You couldn't see them public, but I uploaded them to YouTube to see if they'd get past copyright. And if you don't upload a thumbnail, YouTube will select one. Well, guess what? YouTube selected the one screenshot that had the most girls on it as their preferred screenshot or recommended screenshot. I'll pop it up right now. So even YouTube likes the ladies. So anyway, I understand. And Angela's video was more popular than looking at me, so I get it. So I got enough of that in the intro if you like that. So let me know your thoughts, though. As far as captions go, it is metrically proving to be a benefit. When people don't have their ability to listen on headphones or sound, they do have longer watch time. And as I mentioned to you, the most important metric, people chase these metrics like likes and subscribers. Those are public metrics, and it's good to have those, of course. But the most important metric is watch time. And for both monetary reasons on YouTube and just people enjoying your content. So it's clear that the captions are working in terms of more watch time because more people that don't have the ability to listen can watch it. So I'm probably going to do it. I'm probably going to shrink it a little bit and put it lower so it's not as distracting. I'll probably use it in select when it's just me talking. I'm not really blocking anything that I'm trying to show you. Or at shows or Cedia had a lot of background noise where you can't hear the person. Those captions are really valuable, even if you've got sound. So I'm probably going to do that, but I still welcome all your feedback there. Okay, sorry guys, got a call that came in when I'm recording on my cell phone. That's what, it's daytime. I usually film at night, and that's the reason, because I get calls during the day and I'm trying to film, and then I have to take the camera off, and then I have to edit. So anyway, I forget what I was even going to say, but let's get to the music clips with Michael's Linkwitz system. Again, this isn't the most extravagant eye candy system, but I guarantee you if you're in the area, you can probably pay them a visit. I can put you in contact if you want to audition the Linkwitz. I think they'll be at Capital Audio Fest. This is definitely a system you want to hear and learn from how Dirac, Mini DSP, SHD, the active components of the Linkwitz and the open baffle designs can create cost no object performance. So enjoy these clips.
And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, whispered in the sound of silence.
Sounds really good, huh? That's a freaky.
It is really creepy how it just does sound perfectly like him. And I could tell once you pointed out the breath stuff on your videos, like, there are breath sounds, but it's not in the right places.
Yeah, so
like, especially that weird. There was that one weird
transition
cut where it's like you would breathe there, or you
would
pause.
breathe.
It was just a little weird.
So not to spoil anything for people, but I'm going to have an update. But there's more to the story coming. Okay, guys. But yeah, there are definitely some things that don't sound natural. There are definitely some things that sound eerily just. The combination of being perfectly delineated and such a accurate reproduction of Johnny Cash's voice is truly incredible. I'm going to have a lot more on that, but I wanted to play it for Michael since he hadn't heard it yet. It sounded phenomenal on his system, so definitely wanted to mention that as well. But let's play some stuff from a reference playlist.
I took the road from Canterbury to the Western Isles, down into Conway Bay. I took the road through heathered hills, put my arms around
maybe a little bit more volume.
and that would haunt me still. I took the road from Canterbury to the Irish Sea, down to my mother's grave. I took the road through childhood times, put my arms around the girl who was always mine. And the bridges we burned, they make life so beautiful. And the places we yearn for when we're so far away. All those bridges we burned, and made life so beautiful. The childhood, sunny days, rainy days. So I took the road from Canterbury
Real life teenager sounds.
to the Western Isles, down into Conway Bay. I took the road through heaven hills, and at last I cried, ancient land, you owe me still.
Yes, that's a great song for reference purpose because you test female vocals, and then orchestra is so smooth. Again, just because it has those aren't paper cone drivers for the open baffle. People like, oh, you need paper cones. No, it's about the implementation, and very smooth sound, organic. Doesn't sound like a box speaker.
And these are Class D, which people also.
Yes, that's another thing. Yeah, it's all in the implementation. Obviously, this is one of my favorite songs.
Don't you ever go out? When was the last time you were out? Have you ever been out? Oh dear. Is something wrong with the air? Since you can't breathe in here. How long have you held your breath? Oh dear.
I want to jump in here because this just came to a good point that I wanted to make. What's really interesting here, Michael believes in DSPs, obviously using mini DSP, really adept at using it, expert level. And what's really showcasing here is something that I don't talk about probably enough with DSP is EQing for the volume you listen to. This is a family room. He can't jam out and, deafen everybody. So many people will take measurements at a volume level that is different when they listen to, and those measurements could be different at different volume levels, especially bass and the top end. That's why they used to have a loudness button in cars to override certain things. And what he's done very adeptly here that I rarely hear when we're listening at a volume that is lower than I normally listen to, usually something either with the bass or the top end is missing, but he's got it adeptly EQ'd perfectly for his volume level for this listening room. And that's just a subtle level of that next level of audiophile skill level and setup that is very rare, because so many times when you're listening at the wrong level, you won't get that bass note that we just heard. It won't be as flat and neutral and as pleasing. So I had to jump in because that was one of the takeaways. And again, these kind of skill sets don't come overnight. I'm sure Michael's done a lot of trial and error over the years. But these are things that really pay off in the long run, because when you can listen at this volume and get that neutral, full range sound, that's a great feather in his cap. We'll play a little bit. Let's play something different.
There inside a moment of time, I was thinking we were aligned. Stars shine with particular style, just enough to see how you smile. All is beauty, all is beauty, all is beauty for miles and miles and miles now. Love, it is a delicate rhyme. You pulled me in and said, now you're mine. Kissed me in the rain and I sighed. Sometimes I don't know how to hide from all this beauty, all this beauty, all this beauty inside, inside, inside. Feels like I'll burst and explode any minute now. For a heart can hold what is in it now. The mess that we make, it will be glorious. The mess that we make, just the two of us. All is beauty, all is beauty, all is beauty and trust. We drank enough to drown a small town. Woke to see you as you came round, smiling like you just didn't care. I kissed you so to prove you were there. All is beauty, all is beauty, all is beauty everywhere.
Really nice. Yeah. So smooth. Let's try it. This is a cool song, actually.
Baby, we could strip it down. We could take it back to basics. Baby, we control the sound.
Yeah, this song will uncover if you've got. Yeah, you can a lot of sibilance on a lot of systems with this, but this is smooth. He sounds natural.
Fade. You don't have to get so theatrical, 'cause you know even simple can be special. We don't have to get loud.
Really good drivers and tweeter.
All we need is
Everything's
just
integrated.
you. We don't have to
You don't feel like you're listening to drivers.
We could keep it all acoustic. Ooh, keep it all acoustic. Ooh, you keep it all. Let me see the real you. Baby, take off all your makeup. Undress me to the naked truth.
Another thing to point out is that the bass is imaging up and not at the floor of the room. Another sign of good integration. Not crossed over too high, bringing the soundstage down, which a lot of systems do.
All it is just me and you. We don't have to scream out to prove it. We could keep it all acoustic. Ooh, keep it all acoustic. Ooh, keep it all. Your fingertips on my neck. Pull me in close to your lips. We don't have to get loud to lose. just me and you. We don't have to scream out to prove it. We could keep it all acoustic. We don't have to get loud to lose it. All we need is just me and you. We don't have to scream out to prove it. We could keep it all acoustic. Ooh, keep it all acoustic. Ooh, keep it all.
Yeah, so it's so smooth at this volume, but so balanced and neutral that I know if we wanted to crank it, it would still stay composed and sound great. None of the things that I listen for on these tracks where I hear things problematic are evidencing themselves. So yeah, it really sounds good. Let's try one more track. Let's try a female.
They're blowing up our phones, asking where we are. Just say we're almost there. We ain't even in the car. You're rolling one for two, and I'm still picking out my shoes. I'm never late to the party if I'm late to the party with you. By the time we get there, everybody will be drunk. The chairs will be on tables, and the band will be unplugged. We're gonna look real good, but we're gonna look real rude. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry that I'm late to the party with you. Oh, who needs confetti? We're already falling into the groove. And who needs a crowd when you're happy at a party for two? The world can wait, 'cause I'm never late to the party if I'm late to the party with you.
Even the cat likes it. Yeah.
And we'll try to get right out.
Familiar with that.
Fake a couple conversations, make the necessary rounds. These kind of things just turn into who's leaving here with who. But I just wanna see me coming late to the party with you. Oh, who needs confetti? We're already falling into the groove. And who needs a crowd when you're happy at a party for two? The world can wait, 'cause I'm never late to the party if I'm late to the party with you. Late to the party with you. Oh, who needs confetti? We're already falling into the groove. And who needs a crowd when you're happy at a party for two? The world can wait, 'cause I'm never late to the party if I'm late to the party with you. No, I'm never late to the party if I'm late to the party with you.
Yes, never be late to the party. Listen to Casey. But that sounded great. Yeah, I wasn't. I was expecting high quality, and I'm definitely not disappointed. Yeah, very impressive.